The other day, one of our devotees was telling me, another one devotee who saw this latest movie, secret movie, he came and told him, I became enlightened from today. And the guy who was talking to him, he is a strong intellectual guy. He took him to task. Within 10 minutes, that fellow lost the enlightenment. He was trying to convince himself for years or months that he is enlightened. This fellow took away his enlightenment in 10 minutes. He is only telling others he is enlightened. He himself is not able to believe. Because anybody can come and talk to you and in 10 minutes you lose your enlightenment. Then what kind of enlightenment? Either you should have courage to really believe what you are talking, or talk only what you believe. See, one thing, important thing, this is an important truth which you should know. Sometime you may radiate enlightenment without even knowing the word enlightenment. I have seen in Himalayas, there was a great Mahatma, one Naga Baba. Naga Baba means doesn't wear clothes. I had the fortune to be at his feet for 6 months. I was blessed, fortunate enough to be at his feet. He will always be smoking ganja. What do you call? Marijuana. Huh? You may think that how can a person who is smoking ganja be enlightened? That's what I also thought. When I went to serve him, you see, traditionally you are supposed to serve elderly sadhus to achieve enlightenment. So before my enlightenment, I was serving. Wherever I see some elderly sadhu, I will go and sit at his feet. I will give them whatever food I can collect and give, beg and give, and wash their vessels, and whatever little help, small help I can do, I used to do. One thing, I was surprised, I have never seen him eating. No food and no water. Except ganja, nothing else. I was shocked. But such a pleasing person, I don't have any word. When you go and sit around him, you will feel so beautiful. And you feel like sitting around him because you are so innocent. He is not even aware he is innocent. He is not even aware he is innocent. I have never seen him wearing any clothes. He is a Avaduta, Naga, no clothes. And he is not even bothered. He is not bothered about anything in the world. He is just in a high state of samadhi. One day I asked him, Baba, you are such a great person, why are you smoking ganja? And don't you think it is an immoral thing? And people will start smoking, seeing you. And already they are doing. They want only some reference. They want only some reference. And especially a person with a reverence, if he becomes a reference, then you can do anything. I asked him. He said that beautiful word. Fool, you think that a big elephant can be tied inside a small hut? I can't live inside the body without any desire. So I have to just dull myself. Understand? When he said, I saw the authenticity. The other guy also, one more guy came and spoke to me. He said, Swamiji, I am also smoking to put me inside the body. I told him, do whatever that Naga Baba is doing, then do this also. He doesn't wear clothes, he doesn't eat, he doesn't drink. You also do all those things. Then do these things. Then you can justify. You can't just do whatever you want unless it becomes your experience. One important thing I saw in him, when he was telling that I had to dull myself, it was an authentic truth. his mind and his words were in one line. Not only that, when you live around him, you realize he is established in Satya. He is established in truth, not for any vested interest. See, if somebody doesn't eat or smoke, if somebody doesn't eat or drink, they would have made a big business out of that power. But I have never seen him making big fuss about it. If people ask him, why you don't eat, Baba? He says, who will get up and go and cook and eat? Forget about it. He will not even show that it is a big power. You won't even see that ego, that he lives without food and water. No. When you are really established in truth, you will not be aware of your own powers. You will only radiate, but you will not know those words. I asked him, what is Atmajnana? He does not even know that word, but he is an Atmajnani. What to do? He is radiating Atmajnana. He is radiating enlightenment, but he doesn't know the word. And he said, I am fortunate I did not learn about Brahman. I achieved Brahmajnana because I did not learn those words. Same way Ramana Maharshi. When people ask him, what is the Brahmajnana, what is Atmajnana? He said, I am fortunate I did not learn those words before my enlightenment. Because learning some words may postpone your enlightenment. Sometimes, learning too many words will postpone your enlightenment. I always tell people, never read any book which is written by an unenlightened person. Don't read anything which is written by an unenlightened person. No. Because you may create words which will stop your enlightenment. You may create a negative software which is not supporting the enlightenment process. Enlightened person's words will create a positive software in you which is constantly inspiring you towards enlightenment. See, in the end, all enlightened masters will be pushing you towards sadhana, towards enlightenment. One of the Ramakrishna's disciples, his name is Brahmananda. He says, if you read Ramakrishna's words, there is a beautiful book called Kathamrita, Sri Ramakrishna Kathamrita, we call in English Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. He says, if you read that book every day for 1 year, I assure you will have the darshan of the ultimate. You will experience enlightenment. You will be shocked. How can a person assure? How can a person say that enlightenment in 1 year, guaranteed? I tell you, when you read these master's words again and again, when you listen these great master's words again and again, you create a new software, you create a new mental setup, which reminds you the ultimate truth again and again, which inspires you towards that higher ideal again and again. Every day, you are again put on the track. You are again inspired to run. You are again given the enthusiasm to take up the journey. It's like a everyday inspiration, and it creates a new mental setup. It is true, when you read or listen to the master's words for 1 year, and 1 year is too much time. 1 year is enough to create a mental setup which will radiate enlightenment. It's like there is a light. In every one of you, that light is there. In front of the light, if there is a wall, that light can't shine. If there is a glass, that light can penetrate and it can shine. Putting glass instead of wall is reading enlightened beings' words. As of now, you have a big wall. In front of your light, the Swayam Prakasa Jyoti, the self-effulging light. which is inside your being. You have put big wall. That wall is your mind. If you just put a glass instead of that wall, the glass means the mental setup which can allow that light to express itself. The mental setup which does not block or stop that light expressing itself. You will see that enlightenment is radiating through your senses. It is radiating through your being. See, I can't even say enlightenment needs to be achieved. No. Your senses are supposed to be purified so that that light can penetrate and express through it. That's all. All of you are having it. No doubt about it. All you need to do is purify your body and mind so that you can allow that to express through it. So that it can radiate. Nothing else needs to be done. The purifying mechanism or the alchemy process, you can't even call as mechanism, alchemy process is what I call flooding yourself with this truth, Satya. Vivekananda says, flood your whole being with the truth. Whatever can be washed away, let it be washed away. The earlier they are washed away, better for you and the people who are around you. See one thing, if you have a clear idea about what you believe as you and what you talk about you, what you express as you and what you believe as you, you will attract that same kind of people around you and you will live completely ease. See, one thing, there is no such thing as morality. If you have the wrong ideas about morality, only then you need to hide what you are and you need to project what you want, what people want you. You need to project yourself as society expects you to be if you have the wrong ideas about morality. The only one thing you need to understand is just be what you are. This is the ultimate morality. If you lose some friends because of that, perfectly all right, nothing wrong. It is better to lose your friends than yourself. If you present yourself as your friends want you to be, you will lose you. You are more valuable than your friends. Understand? One more important thing. By and by, you will get confused. Who are you? No, really. See, whatever you speak continuously, you start believing that as a truth. That's a big difficulty. Really, take this as a simple spiritual practice and try to do. Just 10 days, again and again tell everybody that you are a honest person, you are a person with the truth, you are a person with the truth. Just continuously, even if they are not ready to listen, you talk. Just say, after 10 days you will start really believing it. And another one difficulty is, whatever you start telling, you start believing, and what belief you had about you already, if that is same, then you fall in tune. This becomes a spiritual practice. But what you are believing is different, and what you are saying now, if it is different, then there is a conflict between you and you. Whether to create conflict between you and you or create easiness between you and you is in your hands. Constantly, if you say something, you start believing, and the difficulty is, if your unconscious is already believing something else, you have difficulty between, war starts between your conscious and unconscious. One more thing, person who is established in truth will not have dreams. All dreams is a fight between your conscious and unconscious mind. Whenever the frequency of your consciousness rises, you will come out of your dreams. Conscious mind is waiting to overcome the dream state, and the dream state is waiting to overcome the conscious state. Your life is nothing but the struggle between these two. The moment your conscious mind rests, dream state takes over. And the moment your dream state is exhausted with the material, your conscious mind takes over. Understand? It's like if the dream state is exhausted, if it doesn't have any more material, no fuel, then conscious state takes over. The conscious state has no fuel, dream state takes over. If both of them has no fuel, then deep sleep state, the sushupti, comes up. Your whole life is a fight between these three. Whoever is strong, whoever has got more samskaras, they rule you, that's all. If you are suffering without deep sleep, without sleep, means you are conscious and unconscious, means that your Jakrat and Swapna has got too much of samskara. They are not ready to relax. They are not ready to give space for your Sushupti. They say enough. No, we don't need Sushupti. We have enough fuel. We have enough of desires. We have enough of anxiety. We have enough of fear to create again and again more and more scenes in front of us. One more thing you need to understand. What you see during the waking state, this auditorium, me sitting in front of you, your friends, the chair on which you are sitting, everything is created out of the same stuff in which dreams are created. Understand? Let me repeat once more. Whatever you are seeing now, this auditorium, the person who is sitting in front of you, and the person who is sitting next to you, and the chair on which you are sitting, everything is created out of the same stuff. Same stuff out of which your dreams are created. Now you have difficulties. Now you have a lot of difficulties. Array, for this only I am working from morning till night. No, maybe this auditorium is created out of the same stuff, but not my house and my car. No. Whatever you are seeing, whether in dream or in waking state, is created out of same stuff. Understand? I am just thinking what words to use to tell you the authenticity of this truth. Because this one understanding will put you on Satya. Will just put you on Satya. The truth. One more thing. This one understanding will liberate you from all your anxiety, and you will become the best manager. If you know you are creating your wealth, if you know you are projecting and seeing things around you, you can create miracles. You can make miracles happen around you.